What's up, Internet? We are here with 401 Real Game by CoolBoy, once again delving into the pits of pirate gaming and their crazy multi-cart nonsense, which is always fun, except when it isn't. Last week we looked at some weird pirate games and some other awesome games. Today we're going to look at Hoops, which I think is probably basketball, which is not good. Hey, we can watch. Yes, please. We'll watch, because I can't be asked to play, because sportball is not my style. And this just gives me a reason not to do anything for the next 5 minutes or so. I gotta admit, the music is not that great. But this is just basketball. So are we... Okay, so that's just to determine the tip-off. Okay. I think. Kind of. Maybe starting bonus points? Basketball is weird. This definitely doesn't have the same visual presentation as that previous basketball game we played. This is, pretty rudimentary looking, not that interesting. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. I still think the other one looked a little better, though. The thing about Jalico, or however you pronounce it, they're sports games, especially like their baseball games, which there were a lot more in Japan, of course. Very few of them actually came out over here, but, you know, their games, their sports games, tend to be, like, ridiculously high in terms of presentation, and that makes them very interesting to watch, even though I'm not interested at all in sports. But, this is basketball. Sometimes you get, like, these interesting slam dunk cutscenes that make it almost interesting to watch. But like I've said before, you know, the problem with sports is, unless it's hyper-stylized, the moment it comes out, it's already dated and not interesting. And I think we're already sort of there. I'm already at the edge of my seat of not wanting to play any more of that, even if I wasn't playing any of it. Anyway, we will move on to the next one, which is, I believe, 267, I believe. Yes, Hot Blood Basketball. Now, all these Hot Blood games, these are the Kunio-kun games. You would know that from River City Ransom and Renegade, I believe, on the NES. These are the Japanese ones, because very few of them actually came out in North America. So this is Dunk Heroes, where we're going to get our dunk on, I guess. Alright, there we go. Hey, there's Sailor Moon on that billboard. We're going to go fight some random skaters who are going to surely play differently than anyone else. That's sort of like how these Kunio-kun games work. It's like they're hyper-stylized sport games that are really just goofy and heavy on violence. And doing things that are mostly illegal in sport games. I think the only Kunio games that we got in North America in terms of sports... Wow, double baskets, nice. Shoot! Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Other guy, hand it to me. Ugh. Jumping is A and B combined, that's a little bit not good. But these games are all hyper-stylized, kind of exactly how I said, you know, sport games should be if they want to remain. Alright, we got the skateboard. I might not be good at sports, but I can kick the crap out of you. And really, that's all you need. But the only Kunio sport games I know of that we got, at least until recently, where there was like an actual, like... Nice. I'm just gonna get more dunks. The only ones we got, aside from the ones that came out recently because people realized Kunio was still awesome, was the dodgeball games. And those were actually really cool games as well. But you know, this works because it's not necessarily trying to be sports so much as just trying to be a fun time. Oh no! For some reason, all the music is getting really quiet. They broke the basket. I don't know how I did that, but I'll take it. But, yeah, sports are weird. Kunio sports are even stranger, but they're arguably better because at least they'll hold up in their own sort of category of how bizarre they are. What? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna throw a trash can because reasons. This is weird. Kind of makes me wish we actually got these because it might actually make NES sport games interesting. But alas, we did not. Alright, so we're gonna keep working our way down to more weird sport games because weird sport games are interesting. I'll go to Hot Blood High Scoop, which I assume is probably River City Ransom. Oh, no, it's soccer or football or whatever. Which, of course, means it's more about beating up your opponents than actually playing proper football, which, you know, I'm okay with. Yeah, because Kunio-kun. Screw the rules, I'm just gonna beat my opponents up. You know, I like sports that are like that. That's why stuff like Mutant League football and stuff like that is so interesting to me. I gotta get a copy of that. I've been playing Mutant Football League recently, and it's a lot the same. It's like, you know, I could play fair, or I could just whip out a buzzsaw and cleave my opponents in two. I know which one sounds a lot more interesting. You know, but it's when you're trying to be like an actual proper sport game that, you know, you're immediately not interesting because, you know, you're just dated. Like, the only one people consider to still hold up despite being old is Tecmo Bowl. And I think part of that's because people hacked every iteration. They go back and they hacked Tecmo Bowl, so like every year it's basically new Madden, but with Tecmo Bowl. I don't know, I've never understood why people have such an interest in sports stuff. It's just not my sort of thing, I guess. But stuff like Kunio-kun sports are always interesting. I mean, heck, like we played Captain Tsubasa the other day, that was certainly very interesting. Yay! Go team! Oh, I think he's out permanently. That's awesome. What? I'm just gonna do the worm because reasons. Bicycle kick. Oh! No! I will worm at you until I get the ball. Hooray! Oh, they got lucky. And we're just gonna be grumbling while they're actually strategizing. Oh, Kunio-kun. Your sport games are strange. Alright. So we're gonna keep going to what is it, 669 Hot Blood Ice Hawk, which is presumably hockey. Which I believe the plot of this is Kunio, being the awesome delinquent he is, gets recruited into the hockey team because they're pathetic and he needs to whip them into shape. And it ends with him basically fighting all the different sports teams across the city, including like the Kendo Club and other crazy stuff. And then you can recruit them into your team, and they all play a little bit differently because they're different sports. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat you up because reasons. Why actually play hockey when you can just beat up your opponent? Whoopsie. Did I mention I'm bad at sports? I'm better at just beating up my opponents. In case you haven't noticed that. Whoa! Hey, that's not nice. You can't beat me up. Ha! They cheated. For reasons. Take that. Oh no! No! Having to control both my character and the goalie is a little bit weird. Whoop! Ow. Hey! Calm down, guy. Punch! I'll take that. Okay. Oh, Kunio-kun. Why are you so interesting? Whoops. Oh no. Wait, where? Yeah, having to control a character plus your goalie, that was sad. Hey, come on, guys. I'm just trying to play a nice game of beat up my opponent's hockey. It's not nice if you beat me up. I wonder if we can just knock him down by just chaining damage on him. I mean, probably not, but still, it'd be interesting. I'll take that. You know, I don't care if it's not productive, it was fun. That was interesting. But that's Kunio-kun Sports in a nutshell. It's weird and it's incredibly Japanese, and I wish we had more of it in English. That might actually make me care more about sport games. Alright, and finally we have Hot Blood March. Which I think is a foot racing game, sort of. Yeah, it's a foot racing game, but it's very Kunio-kun style. Now the problem is, you can be as far ahead as you like, but it doesn't matter because we don't advance until everyone leaves. But The race happens to go through this living room because of course it does. Ah! Alright, climb that. Okay. I'm not sure why specifically they're moving faster. Doesn't seem to be tied to button mashing or anything. In fact, that slows you down, so I'm not sure. What? What? Okay, there we go. That's a little bit of a weird perspective thing. Could just be that my character's got bad running stats, but like other really good stats. He seemed to be significantly better at swimming than the other character. Up. Climb. This is a weird game. This is one of the less functional ones from what I can tell. I've seen like a couple of videos just with gameplay of this, and it's just not quite as good as the rest. Again, partly because it's reliant on the entire team being sort of next to each other at all times. So now we're swimming through the sewers because weird. Whoop. It's not gonna fall into last place, and we're good. Hey! Wasn't fair. I just knocked him into... Aw, I came in last. That is... weird. Well, we came in last. But I think, like I said, that's probably the least functional of the Kunio-kun sport games, as far as I can tell. It's certainly interesting, and I think they actually did remake something like it recently with like a new Kunio-kun game. But that's a little bit of a weird one. Now, of these past 5 games, do I recommend this cartridge? Yes. Hoops is pretty much not interesting whatsoever. There's a better football, a better basketball game on here already. There's Kunio-kun Basketball, which is a significantly better basketball game. And the other 2 Kunio-kun games, at least prior to the racing game, are excellent, and I think are amazing games that you should play, especially if you like weird and wacky sports games, which are really the only ones worth talking about. The last one, not so much. That one's not quite as functional a game, I don't think, but I think the Kunio-kun games are interesting. Anyway, join me next time where we'll look at Hot Blood New Wreck. I have an idea of what that is. I don't think that's River City Ransom, though. I think that's something else entirely. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, subscribe to the show to see more. And if you want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability. And you get yourself on the Discord where we can talk about how awesome the Kunio-kun games are, which is very, very awesome. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.